Comedy in a lot of ways is kind of about power. You know, it's like, the audience has to give you, acknowledge your power over them for however long you're up there. They're not going to fight you. They're going to let you take them wherever you want to go. And that right there is a very masculine kind of dynamic. I'm taking, you know what I mean? Like, in a way, in a lot of cases, you know, by going up and hitting them really hard in the first couple seconds to establish that you're funny and it's okay to laugh at you and it's okay to like you. That's very much like, you know, like you making the audience roll over and kind of show you their belly. Okay. It's very alpha dog behavior.
Excuse my appearance this evening, but this is what I look like. I don't understand this internet. I am confused by this World Wide Web.
On the count of 3, I want you to lower your standards.
It's kind of like I'm a comedy virgin, only unlike the last time I was a virgin, this time I actually want to be laughed at.
Hi, everyone. How are you? That was a good joke. More of that.
In addition to looking like the Nazi that melted at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah, kind of a two-part laugh. We'll go, oh, that's kind of a kid. Oh my God, he really does. This next guy come to the stage, I met because he took my comedy course at Brooklyn High School. Yeah, where stars are born. I kind of like let the class do anything. It's just so funny. Like every semester, they just put us further and further away from the other classes. So you're like, is it, you know, like someone who's coming in looking for Thai cooking right as I'm going? You're going to want to do the cocksucker bit after the abortion joke. Okay, what, yeah, can I help you? No, this isn't Tai Chi. Fuck off. Okay.
Hi, my name's Missy.
No.
Hi, my name is Missy.
No.
Hi, my name's Nina.
No. No.
Hi, my name's Dave.
No. No.
Hi, my name's Sam.
Good.
Hi, my name's Missy.
No.
Hi, my name's Missy.
Fuck you laughing at?
Okay.
Hey Tim, I'm Will.
There.
Hi, I'm Will.
There. Much better. Smile and you're happy and you're charming and...
Hi, my name's Nina.
Very good. Very good.
So, about me. I am Tim. I recently acquired the coolest job in the universe. I mean, Greg, this is glamorous and high paying, but it felt to me to supplement my income with, well, like a 40-hour-a-week job. And I landed this gig. This is the best, man. I'm play testing video games at an internet company. Yeah. Which is A, a great gig, and B, I fucking 15 years later win that argument with my mother. Can too.
Thank you, Mike. Who's player 7? Oh, I still have it. Yeah. It's not bad. It's kind of, all the weapons are kind of personal preference. I feel bad, right? I get no respect in this town anyway. I get nothing. The young guys, they think I'm a hack.
Yeah, the young guys think you're a hack. The old guys think you're like a young upstart.
Yeah.
Really, you're just John.
I do my grandparents' jokes and move on with my life.
Like yesterday, it was like really foggy. And they sent my troops really far back. And the enemy couldn't see them, so they marched right past them, and I was able to like swoop in behind it. It's like that realistic.
You're talking about Shogun.
Shogun, yeah.
That's great. I'm gonna have to play that.
It's very cool. I made up for it by working the world's worst job for a number of years, where I was a secretary/research assistant for 11 PhD level bioethics researchers. I just made every girl in the room totally wet by saying that, I know. It's, yeah. That job came to an end when they found a file on my desktop called Sue's Orgasm. Yeah. As most of you, they automatically assumed it was porn, which, you know. That'd be the new manager, and I don't know how well he takes a joke yet. So. Shut up, sir. What happens, I released an album, and I digitized a bunch of the things as MP3s, put them out on mp3.com and Napster, and those sites actually track how you're doing. Like mp3.com tracks how you're doing by city, and I noticed the only thing beating me in Boston was something called Sue's Orgasm. So I downloaded it, and surprise, oh surprise, shitty Alston Rock.
So I just left it there. So they find it, and they freak out. They think it's porn, and they call me into the office, and they're just like, oh, Tim, my boss, Sue. Well, we've got porn, and it's an inappropriate use of work. And I just, and I thought of trying to explain, like, album, digital sound, mp3.com, digital tracking. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, it's porn. I'll go.
Figure out who you are, where you are, what you're talking about, but you only get to use these lines. So you have to make these lines mean something.
We don't add to them.
You don't add to them at all. Just use these lines. You just use these words, but it's up to you to put the framework to them. So are you a husband and wife arguing about money? Are you a mom and...
But we don't get to say that up front.
No, and then we will try to guess what you're doing.
Hello! Hi. And?
And?
And? What do you want?
What do you want?
Nothing.
Then!
I guess.
Okay. What do you think they were?
Sumo wrestlers?
Yeah. That's what I got, yeah. When something was funny, what made it funny?
Is what you make people imagine, because there's precious little there for them to see.
Exactly. Yeah. You can have the best material in the world, but if you're not bringing something more to it like that, it's not going to go anywhere. In fact, if you go to the Comedy Studio, I think you'll see, Greg, you go to a lot of shows there, Sam goes to some shows. You guys can test, you see guys who have like great jokes, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. It's a performance art, and to be a good comic in a performing sense, you have to bring more to it.
Yo, what's up? How ladies doing? Oh shit, you too close to the stage. You're like,
I have 2 beautiful children and another one. I'll drink wine in every mass from the collection plate. I'll play bocce with the nuns and stay up past 8.
You know what I realized was you can take pigeons. You can just take them and nobody gives a shit.
I'll move the Vatican to Ireland. Just you wait. When I'm Pope. When I'm Pope.
My wife said to me the other day, she said that when she dies, she wants her ashes scattered off the Golden Gate Bridge.
So I'm trying to eat better, so I bought one of those George Foreman grills.
And I said, what makes you so sure you're going to burn to death?
Let me tell you, you could cook a tasty piece of chicken with a curling iron.
Speaking of Jesus, Hitler. 7 minutes, folks. I don't got time for segues.
In the social world pecking order, I am at least in the bottom third. Okay, I'll cop to that. And my job, like if a good-looking woman wants me to do something, I'm supposed to hop too. You know what I mean? Like if a kind of a busty blonde one, okay, I'll do whatever you want. I'm just. It's like, like just let me think that I might be able to put it in you someday, and I'll fucking do whatever you. But now I'm married, and I'm not gonna. I know I can't do anything anyway, so fuck them. You know what I mean? This is protection from I'm like freedom. Freedom! That's what I'm talking about, man. This is like my ring of power. All right, I'm like the Green Lantern. This is my pussy shield right here. Until I meet some woman with a yellow vagina, I am cool, man, is what I'm saying.
Comics party.
And by the way, that's a Green Lantern joke, not a hepatitis joke. I just want to...
That's your Bob Dole joke, right?
Oh, the finger, yeah. But this is
I don't do that anyway. That's a brilliant joke.
My brilliant jokes don't work, Tim. We know that.
That's what makes them brilliant.
It's my semi-brilliant jokes. See, but the problem is I'm a whore, and I won't keep doing the brilliant jokes. I'm like, it's fine, I'll do the George Foreman joke again. We'll leave the sweet, tangy taste of capitalism to rot in my notebook. All right, Gil's got to pick a card. Yeah, this is McGill's big trick. Pick a card. Pick a card for old Gil. All right, show everyone your card. Put it back in the deck. Oh, God, look what you did. God, Gil didn't even plan on that. You fucked up Gil's trick. I didn't even need this. You'll like this one, folks. Gil's gonna...
God, there's no pencil in the box.
All right, you know what? You're all set.
No, I swear, I'm clean. I got a cape right.
Come on, Joe.
Comics are usually called in like aspiring comics. It's the people who think that they're already great. I mean, like they've never done it. Like you get that a lot. Like people who've never done it before, and they'll go, "Yeah, I'm a comic." How do you possibly give yourself the title? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like I can kind of figure out smoke on the water. I'm not a musician. You know, it's weird. Like guys, they'll go up like once every 6 months. Yeah, I'm a comic. No, you're not. I think it's kind of an underappreciated art these days. I mean, it's kind of its own fault. I mean, there's so much.
Right.
There's so much bad comic, but it's kind of like it gets like people like it's funny like people see a bad comic, and they'll decide they hate comedy. I remember I had a bad show once in Kansas somewhere, and a guy came up and just proceeded to explain to me why everything I did was wrong and how I needed. I mean, you know, and I was like, he's like, you know, you need to take the audiences. You should first and foremost, and you should have different jokes for different kinds of crowds. And you know, if they want to hear sheep fucking jokes, you should do sheep fucking jokes. And no one cares what you, you know. And I was like, wow, well, how many shows have you been to? No, this is my first one. So here's to you. I'll toast you with water. This is a fairly new direction in my life that I'm not crazy about, but black out and show your cock to one crowd. Apparently we have a problem, so I can't guarantee we're going to stay on the wagon all night tonight. You see how freaking Gautreaux actually gave the reporter the stock line for the article yesterday? The I don't come down to where you work. Yeah, and he got it wrong though. He like fucked it up.
Welcome to the second annual comedy night thrown by Local 133 Coke Committee. Is that what it is, the Coke Committee? Okay, we want to thank you all for coming out on behalf of the local. So give yourselves another round of applause just for being here to support this great cause. What is this place? The Adams Heights Men's Club? Is that what this joint is called? Yeah. Huh? Can you imagine that? I'm only 49 years old and I'm already playing the Adams Heights fucking Men's Club. Tell me my career is not skyrocketing right now, huh? Okay. Adams Heights Men's Club.
Usually, you guys supposed to scream when I say your name and shit. I had a dream that I came up here, man, and nobody laughed. See, that sucked. And it was a nightmare for you guys, because afterwards I left, and I came back with 400 niggas, and we fucked everybody up. So I hope you think this shit is funny. I don't want my dreams if I'm true. That's cool, man. This is weird. I mean, this is a nice stage. I like this place. It got a table and the, you know, like a new sound system up here too. It's great. Shit. Some guy's stalking me with a camera on. What the fuck is going on? This guy's gonna get fucked up in a minute. You keep looking at me, man.
Imagine coming home from school and finding a naked porn star. Baking a chocolate cake. And smearing that frosting all over. And she's like, here, hon, would you like a lick? Not until the kids in Arkansas can read. That, my friends, is a nicotine fit. Oh, I think my watch is broken. Excuse me, I have a cool, refreshing sip of O'Doul's. Woo! This is a new direction in my life, the non-alcoholic, that I'm not too crazy about, but black out and show your cock to one crowd, and apparently... apparently you have a problem, so, I'll tell you, here's the truth. Here's why I quit drinking. About a year ago, I was playing Bangor, Maine. Again. Hey, from Maine. You from Maine? Yes, I am. Oh, well. Okay, I know you shouldn't have said that, sir, but I can't fucking afford to alienate even one person, so you're off the hook. Sir, if you keep saying sheep, I'm still not going to make the joke, okay? I'm not a jukebox. I don't have any sheep jokes. I can't make them. You can...
So is it that bad, huh?
Can I just say something, sir, by the way? Later on, after this event, and people are talking about why comedy didn't really work, and you guys are trying to figure out whether you're going to have it again, and how come the comedians didn't do a very good job, it's because of this fucking guy. I want you to know that, okay? 100 per fucking cent. Before I go, I do want to take a second and say, this is good trying to have this, man. No matter what, laughter is important, and it's important to come together and laugh, whether it works or not. You could have had anything. You could have had some shitty bar band come play Brown Eyed Girl, you know, but you had comedy, and that's good. And just remember for me, seriously, when you're having a bad day, you know, and your boss is chewing your ass, or your wife is pissing you off, or your boyfriend's fucking up, or whatever ruins your day, please remember for me, seriously, it takes 43 muscles to frown. But it only takes 4 to pull the trigger of a sniper rifle. And the Reverend Tim McIntyre, thank you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is this even remotely on? It should be, but yet it is not. So, this is the Thursday Night Fights. This is part of my ongoing mission to bring mean-spirited comedy back to Cambridge.
If you don't pull the fetus out far enough to see that look on its face when you pop its head open and suck out its brains, you're missing all the fun. Raping old folks is like a game.
Quite frankly, no one is gay. They all just need a good fuck.
Because whenever I come, I yell out, bingo!
The stated goal of this event is to be as offensive as possible. So if someone really pisses you off, don't try to punish them by voting for the other guy. That just fucks the whole thing up. So...
Sam Walters, you give comedy a bad name.
I couldn't afford strippers, so I hired myself.
You got every fucking penny's worth.
Hey, I'm part of the coffee generation.
What does that mean?
I don't know, it's a commercial.
Fucking idea. How come the Israelis are such tremendous badasses, and yet all the Jews I know are total pussies? But Ross, seriously, it's people with rocks versus people with tanks.
As Gore said in the debates, bipartisanship is one of America's natural treasures.
It's hard to compete with political insight like that, but James, this is a show we've developed over the last couple of years. We're trying to sell it to television, because I gotta get the fuck out of this club. Aim for between 5 and 7 minutes. Do, if the graduation were tomorrow, do what you do. Missy, take your best guess. Like I said, this is what we're gonna go, after we do this, we're gonna go back and we're gonna work on stuff. So we're gonna try to do it as close to an actual show format as possible, so you guys have at least tonight and next week's class doing what you're gonna do before the performance. Welcome to Brookline Comedy Heights. We have a fantastic show together for you. We still don't have a president, but we have some fine comedy. They're recounting the ballots, unfortunately. It's in Florida, and they're from the South, so this could take a while. In case of another close tie, it will be settled by gator wrestling. Okay.
We gotta get our priorities straight in this country. Nobody wants to talk about Social Security, but there's a raging national debate about whether Britney Spears' breasts are real? Come on.
People sometimes confuse me for the gymnast Mary Lou Retton. Or sometimes Bart Connors.
Picture it. The doughboy lying passed out, surrounded by empty tequila bottles. He drank himself into a puke and fresh stupor to recover from his shame after he got caught in an X-rated movie theater getting a hand job from the hamburger helper.
Do they still use dictaphones?
I think they should do a VH1 style documentary about his life and call it Behind the Giggles.
My boss comes up to me and says, Will, we'd really like you to learn how to multitask a little better. Which basically, you know, her idea of that is typing a letter while I'm on the phone making a cold call. Well, I don't think it's going to work out, because my idea of multitasking is reading the newspaper while I'm on the crapper.
He projects that wholesome, cheerful image, but little do people know that behind the scenes he can be a bitter, crusty prima donna who barks orders at his crew. Get me another cinnamon roll. Get my agent on the phone. Get me a security guard to stop all these groupies from poking me.
Hello? Dial the fetish. Talk to me. Oh.
You guys could all go on stage tomorrow, I think, and do well. So this is great. We can put some grace notes in. We have time to like really sort of finesse you a little bit. Will, you did a great job of not dropping the mic in between your punchlines. I thought that was great. To the point where you go, I don't think it's going to work out because.
Her idea of multitasking is typing a letter while I'm on the phone. Mine is reading the newspaper while I'm on the crapper.
I think you could do yourself a favor and tighten up the I don't think it's going to work out because. Like figure out a quicker way to get from. She wants me to multitask. Nina, also in very good shape. And I mean, what you did there was great. You got plenty of time. In fact, we'll go through it again. You may want to even take some stuff out. So I thought just a tagline for you. Well, when you've got the Pillsbury Doughboy drunk and yelling at people, that'd be really funny to add a woot woo at the end. Like, get my agent on the phone. Woot woo. On your very opening joke, don't say. I don't know how anybody said. People want to say for the gymnast Mary Lou Retton or sometimes Bart Connors. Don't say Mary Lou Retton the first time. So go. People mistake me for that famous gymnast. Like, kind of give us a knowing look. Bart Connors.
Okay, so there's the vinegar one.
Okay.
Okay. Won't whipped cream do? Hey, sourpuss. There's the Hemlock Society miscall.
Okay, so I'd say 7 would be a good number of those.
Yeah.
Money.
Oh, we forgot the enema one.
Your ass is bigger than your eyes? The WAP is funny. That's actually kind of a special case.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweaters is good.
Okay.
Then I would say self-serve.
Tim, can I get an extra WAP in there?
Sure, do WAP. I think we're kind of all. I think everybody is more or less set.
Wow.
The idea I had, I was here yesterday, and I saw a girl that I swear to God, I've seen on an amateur porn site. She had like a big jacket on, so I wasn't quite sure. Last time I saw her, she was like spread.
How do you approach someone like that to
Yeah, like,
find out if it's that
well,
person?
because like, I mean, on one hand, I feel like, on one hand, if she's who I think she is, I mean, on some level, I owe her thanks. I mean, she was very helpful at a particular moment of need.
I was gonna say I'm a fan of yours that's fairly ambiguous. I really like something you've done. May or might not be porn.
Like, obviously, the circumstances under which I've seen her previously have been fairly intimate, so on some level,
You feel
like
like
I have an intimacy that doesn't really exist.
I would approach it from that angle. I like that.
How awkward,
The intimacy, the perceived intimacy of it. Why don't you use that line that you used for Kay Hanley in that?
Well, I was thinking like tying this into Kay, like actually doing the Kay Hanley.
Oh, okay,
show as
all
part
right,
of it.
okay, yeah.
You remember that? No. When I did the Boston Music Awards, and they already decided they hated me. Yes, he was there for that. Where I did Kay Hanley, I said this is very awkward because this is the first time I've actually met somebody that I've already masturbated to. Do you think those circumstances? I love your work. Is that appropriate?
I love your work is kind of ambiguous. You're gonna be secretarial? Yes. Filing, I just.
Well, that's the definitely bring in the fact that it might not have been her.
Right.
Where have you seen me? Yeah. Where have you seen me file papers? You know.
Yeah. Going to the studio.
I don't know. I gotta make a call at the gym because I got a friend in from Chicago, so I don't know where they are. But, shit. Sorry.
I want to be there when all the students get there.
So it's gonna be good or bad?
There's one guy I think is gonna do really well. One guy who's do okay, and then he's just gonna be bad. You're not doing it. No. We have some great established comments on tonight. We also have 6 people who just finished the Brookline Adult Ed comedy class that I just so happen to teach, and tonight's their graduation. In case you're wondering, no, I am not the Nazi that melted at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's kind of a 2-part laugh. People go, oh, that's sort of a cute thing to, oh my God, he really does. This next comic coming to the stage is one of the graduates from my course. It was odd having him in the class because
The third week of class, he actually had a set here where he auditioned for the Conan O'Brien show. But no, it was NBC. Nothing happened for him, which, I gotta be honest, made me kind of happy, because that would have seriously undermined my authority in the classroom. But he was a joy to have. He's a very funny guy, and I know we're going to be seeing him around this club for years to come. Folks, please welcome Mr. Will McNeil. Get him up here.
Keep it going for your host, Tim McIntyre. I used to work at an internet company where everything had to be done as fast as possible, and my boss said, "Well, we'd really like you to learn how to multitask a little bit. You're not doing a very good job with that." I didn't really understand what she meant. I think the closest I came was reading the newspaper while taking a crap.
I'm a little bit nervous tonight. I'm not nervous because I'm up here. I'm nervous because I don't think I've ever held anything this big.
Since we do have new comics on the show, I beg you, please be as supportive and friendly and as helpful as you possibly can be. Heckling a first-time comic is like kicking a puppy.
Get me another cinnamon roll. Woohoo! Get my agent at the phone. Woohoo! Get me a security guard to stop these groupies from poking at me. Woohoo!
Sometimes people get me confused for the famous gymnast, Bob Connors.
Do they still use dictaphones?
We gotta get our priorities straight. Nobody wants to talk about fixing Social Security, but there's a raging national debate about whether Britney Spears' breasts are real? Come on. They are so fake.
A lot of times on these graduation shows, people come to support specific people, and like they tend to think like if they laugh for someone who's not their friend, like it takes away. Laugh for everybody, I beg you. Okay, I see people like, not gonna laugh because he's not Bob.
Picture it. The doughboy lying passed out and surrounded by empty tequila bottles. He drank himself into a puke and fresh stupor, trying to get over his shame at getting caught in an X-rated movie theater.
Hello, dial a fetish. Oh, this sounds heavy. Let me get on the extension. Uh-huh.
Sam Meyer! I was talking to Tony back there. I wasn't paying as close attention as I should have, and I heard the whole crowd go, "Oh!" And I was like, "Yeah, that's the closer."
Some possible female comic tells a story, not even part of her act, but just tells a story that she got hired to do a private party for, it was like a fraternal order of police function, and she and another comic are doing the show, and they get there, and it's a guy and her, and they get there, and it's just like, it's a police party, so there's just like strippers and hookers just everywhere. It's just, it's just unbelievable. And they're supposed to do comedy for him. And the cops are like, "Look, lady, there's no way. It'll be brutal. We're not gonna, you don't have to do. We'll still pay you. You don't have to go." But she's like, "No, I'm a pro. I can hang. This is my job. I'll do it." And so she goes up, and of course it's awful. Show your tits, hey, this kind of horrible stuff. So after she does her time, she's a trooper, and she does her time. Which is the professional thing to do, no matter what. You do your time. And so later, afterwards, she's in the bathroom, like washing her face or checking her makeup or something, and one of the hookers is in there. And the hooker goes, "Hey, you're the woman doing comedy, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." And the hooker goes, "Man, I could never do what you guys do."